Baker's Delight Choc Chip Hot Cross Bun.
Come in the first place.
Don't leave me, David, please. Please. I make a much better friend than I do enemy. If you do...
Is that a threat?
Yes, it is.
Why should you be surprised to see me?
Oh, it's only that John and Prue have just gone round to your place.
Well, no one Susie home. Lynn's at Donna's.
Well, at least John can have a chat with Susie. He wants to catch up with you, though.
I was at the library looking up some stuff. I thought I'd better call in. I'm sorry I didn't make a fuss or anything about the baby.
I thought you were being a bit quiet on the subject. Anything to do with your dad?
I don't reckon he should have let it happen.
You should know better than that.
It's just that you're not well. He's no great father anyway.
Oh, not again, love. Isn't it time you saw some sense? You and your father have always got on so well. Can't you forgive him and let things get back to normal? Well, look at Noel. You're always saying how he should be allowed to get on with his life, that he's paid for his mistake.
He cared about his family.
All right, come on, out with it.
It's just that with another baby coming along, what sort of life can it expect if he runs off with Patricia Hamilton again?
Kevin, I've just about had enough of your carry-on. Now, for your information, your father has promised point blank not to see her again, let alone have another affair.
And how can you be sure he means it?
Because I trust him, that's why. You might think you know all there is to know about marriage, but you've got a long, long way to go.
I don't see how you can trust him after what he's done to you.
Do you trust Noel?
Yeah, but he...
But nothing. He made a mistake, and you can accept that he's paid for it. There is no difference with your father, except I know him better than you know Noel. And as far as I'm concerned, the subject is closed.
Mum!
The subject is closed, Kevin.
You'll like John. Don't know about his girlfriend, though, from what Lynn said. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
There is. Was there someone on the phone?
It was a tip-off about Bill.
What's happened?
Well, nothing. Yet.
More money?
I didn't think the 200 would be enough. I know you don't ask your old man for a cheque, but I think you might have to. I reckon another 300 will do it.
I've got some friends. I'll try them. Perhaps the bank. They might be able to give me a personal loan or something.
Well, why drag anyone else into it? You don't have to tell him what it's for.
I couldn't lie to him. I don't want to involve the family.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll be all right for a couple of days. Bill will be okay.
You back?
Looks like it. Oh. I made a terrible mistake about you. I was a fool to think you'd let them touch the grave. John bashed my ear all the way to the airport. He made me realise.
I tried to tell you.
Yeah, I should have listened. When I woke up, I couldn't get back here fast enough to say, I'm sorry.
What about Mr. Hamilton? I mean, he wasn't any more to blame than I was.
Well, I accept it wasn't his idea. But he was weak. He let Patricia have her own way.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't.
She was at Woombai. There's no doubt in my mind that she planned the whole thing. But I'm not going to let what she did come between us. Will you stay?
I'd like to.
I
Plan C likes the place. It's their old stamping ground. Yeah, we'll stay.
I better get over to Donna's and get Lynn, so we can catch John and Prue.
Good idea.
Bye. How are you?
Okay.
Don't take any notice of him. You didn't forget it.
What?
The Black Forest cake. You were going to pick it up.
Damn sorry, I had other things on my mind.
Like what? Where exactly have you been dressed like that?
I went to see Patricia. For a very good reason.
Oh.
It's not what you might think, love. She called me and she wanted me to go and see her before she went back to Sydney. I was going to ring, but I thought it might be a chance to finish things up for good.
She wanted to see you to start things again?
Oh, that was her idea. I told her straight out there was no hope. I told her about you, the baby, and how it had helped us.
We've got all your favourites lined up.
But my undies will get all smutty.
Are you being served? Some mothers do have them. On the buses and Benny Hill. Great comedy classics, Saturday 7.
Berg has connections in the transport industry.
But we have a transport subsidiary. It's probably one of our weakest areas. Any particular reason?
How likely is it that Ramberg would be considering expansion in the transport field?
Not very.
How could it be made to?
It would have to be a board decision.
I see. So all that's required is a majority vote.
That's right. I could take it from there. You tell me the name of the company you want bought out, and I'd make them an offer too good to refuse. Oh, quite frankly, most other members of the board would resist any further moves into transport. You'd have to get Mrs. Thompson on side to carry it.
Or Paul?
Well, there's no guarantee when he'll surface.
Thank you. I know you'll be discreet.
Of course. I'm in rather a precarious position, Mrs. Hamilton. I was a favorite with James, but not so popular with others. I have to be certain I'm backing the right horse in the reshuffle, or I could go.
I'm the right horse, am I?
I think so.
As long as you don't try playing both sides.
Never works.
Good. From now on, I think we can be frank with each other.
And benefit in the process.
My breakfasts are not up to your usual standard. Oh, I always manage to break the yolk and overcook the bacon.
Well, I like it crispy.
Must admit, I'm looking forward to yours again.
I don't think we should go back to that arrangement.
Huh?
No, I just feel that I'd like to be a bit more independent now.
Getting my breakfast make you dependent.
You know what I mean.
Yes.
If I was going...
Well, after everything happened at Woombye, I just thought I grew up a bit. Well, I hope so.
Growing up doesn't have to mean growing away. Looks like I'll just have to get used to broken eggs and overcooked bacon.
What are you doing here? Thought we said goodbye last night.
I just want to make sure you thank Fiona for Lynn's makeup mirror.
Well, Lynn made sure of that last night.
No, I know, but she really got a charge out of it. I couldn't get her to come to bed, testing out all that junk on her face.
Right, I promise I'll thank her.
You all seen?
What's over?
Your job sounds really great. Good luck with it. Yeah. About time one of us did something worthwhile.
No reason you can't too. From what I've seen, you've got the potential to make a great journalist. Don't let getting married young drag you down.
About time you were at school, young man.
Yeah, it's okay, Mum. I have to go in at the local paper too. I don't think I'll be able to concentrate too much on school today.
Why? What's on?
Oh, it's just I finished that article on Noel last night.
Oh, that's the guy who's staying with you.
Yeah.
He and Susan having a thing, are they?
No way.
Thought they must have been. He certainly makes himself at home.
Just friends.
Must say I wouldn't fancy living with an ex-con. Mind you, there's not much to rip off at your place, even if he wanted to.
Kevin!
Sure, Mum. Oh, well, see you both.
Good luck with the story.
Thanks. Sorry I can't make it to the airport.
Don't worry about it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Well, see ya.
Bye. I'll go finish off packing.
John, have you got a minute?
Sure. Prue's not bad at sticking her foot in her mouth, is she?
She just doesn't care about other people.
That what you thought I was getting like when you told me off?
Lots have been happening to you. It'd be easy to change.
It's difficult to explain, but there's no way I want to give up how I'm living now and my job. But don't think I've forgotten what the family really is. That includes you and Dad, and Kev and Susie.
I hope you never do forget.
Can't keep still, though. Look at Kev. Nothing wrong with him having ambition, and you don't seem to mind too much.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with ambition, so long as you don't let it change you into something you're not. I'm not worried about Kevin. I'm sure he'll be right no matter what happens, but I'll be honest with you. You were always the one that was easily impressed. So it won't hurt to think about it every now and again. Just make sure things aren't getting out of hand.
I'll never be a snob. Not a real one. You don't like me going around with Prue, do you?
I don't want to say any more about her. I'm sure she has a lot to do with it, though.
Well, she can be a bit much to take sometimes. But there are nice things about her.
Well, you'd know. All I'm asking is that you keep in touch and you keep your head.
I will, honest. Not much chance of me going off the rails anyway. Angela will make sure of that.
I'm sure she will.
I'll be right. Promise.
What do you do about those bare spots in your garden?
Jason's got the perfect plants to fill the gaps.
Kevin's really on top of the world. The guy at the paper said his article's great. What's wrong?
Nothing, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Being stupid, that's all.
Nothing to do with Noel, is it? He hasn't caused any trouble.
You'd really like that, wouldn't you? Oh, I know you hate having him around. But he's a really good friend.
If it's not him, what?
Bill's in trouble in jail. I have to get some money together to help him out.
Oh, how much?
I've already given 200. Noel reckons another 3. Having trouble getting it.
You're giving Noel money?
It's for Bill. Noel gets it to the people in the prison to stop them bashing him.
Yeah, sure.
That sort of thing does go on.
He's ripping you off, Susan. I wonder what he was still hanging around for.
I should have known you'd think that.
Do you blame me? You're stupid if you give him any more.
I shouldn't have told you. You better not do any stirring. He's my friend, and he doesn't need you making trouble for him.
can deny it all you like, mate, but the owner's bound to know what's in his own bloody glove box.
Well, that's his worry. I told you, I don't know what you're on about.
Well, I want you to empty your pockets.
What?
You heard me, empty your pockets.
I don't take orders.
Round here, you do as you're damn well told.
Don't try it.
Now, come on, give us...
I said, don't try it.
What's going on?
Forget it. Stick your job anyway.
What happened, Mr. Henderson? What's going on?
I'll tell you what happened. I'm going for the police.
Hey, please, no. He'll go back inside for sure if you call the police.
What?
Noel's okay.
What do you say? What do you mean, inside?
I wanted to help him.
Ex-con, is he? What's his real name?
Noel Devlin. I used my uncle's name just in case you found out.
Yeah, well, I have found out, haven't I, son?
Look, please, you don't understand. He's a really nice bloke. All he needed was a second chance.
Well, he's just blown that.
You gonna call the police?
Well, I don't know. It's probably too late now. He's picked something. Well, he's probably hidden it. I just don't want to see his face around here, that's all. And that goes for you, too.
What?
You heard me. You're both fired. Now, on your bike.
I'm so excited. From roller coasters to road trips.
Earlier. I did tell you he caused trouble.
He's out of a job too.
He doesn't have to worry. He's got Susan's money to keep him going.
What do you mean? As soon as Lynn told me, I thought we'd better get together on it.
I don't like the sound of it.
Oh. See, Noel's story could be right. I mean, that research I did for the article, that sort of stuff does go on. We should check it out, though.
Right.
It's hard for us, though, living there. I mean, Susie's just as likely to boot us out if we do it and we're wrong.
We'd best leave it for your dad.
That's what we thought.
You ask him?
Why don't you? It's something you're going to have to work together on. I'd like to think you can be adult about it.
Yeah, of course I can.
Hello, darlings. I kept an eye out. Thought you could do with the welcoming committee. Where's Patricia?
She grabbed a cab at the airport. Had some urgent business to fix up.
Dying for the gossip. Wayne said she rang yesterday. Didn't get left much, I'm told.
Apparently not.
That's life, I suppose. How was your time?
Fine. I got to meet the rest of John's family.
Oh, slumming it, eh? You've got no sense of humour, John, darling. I'm going to invite myself in, and you can tell me all about it.
Quite a nice change, really.
You've got to hide showing your face around here.
I'm not stupid enough to assume we can ignore what's happened, that's all.
Come in.
The will has placed an obligation on us.
Oh, I see. So you're here to ask cooperation for Paul Shepherd's sake.
That was James's wish.
Don't you dare speak to me about James' wish. It was apparently James' wish you contact me on the day he died.
I tried.
I bet.
All right, I didn't try. The last thing he needed was you descending on him telling tales. He was dying, after all.
What do you want?
I want your assurance that no matter what we think of each other, you'll make an effort to work with me. Ramberg is our bread and butter now. Won't do it much good if we're continually at odds with each other.
I'll do whatever has to be done to make quite sure you never ever get your own way again. You beat me with James, you're not going to do it the second time.
At least I know where I stand. You want a fight? You've got one.
Get out.
It must really hurt. There's no way you can get back at us now, is there?
I said get out.
Love is very strange, it can come and go.
Tonight, the year's biggest movie premiere. Meet robots who've never harmed a human, never committed a crime. Robots who don't kill people. Then Will Smith discovers the truth. I, Robot. 7's first-run Friday movie, 8:30 tonight. Right after the team who have the answers on Better Homes. Next on 7, 8 Simple Rules.
Tears and sadness and happiness. We will find out our sons and daughters are what we two were once about. Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears and sadness and happiness.
This program proudly brought to you by the 100 choc chips in every single Baker's Delight choc chip hot cross bun.
Tonight on 7, Better Homes and Gardens will save you money with cuts of meat that won't break the bank. Followed by the movie blockbuster I, Robot, starring Will Smith.
Thanks for watching Channel 7.
Tears and sadness and happiness. We will find out our sons and daughters are what we two were once about.
I'll do whatever has to be done to make quite sure you never ever get your own way again. You beat me with James, you're not going to do it the second time.
At least I know where I stand. You want to fight? You've got one.
Get out.
It must really hurt. There's no way you can get back at us now, is there?
I said get out.
Mother?
Hello?
How was the funeral?
Depressing. You could leave those bags on the porch if you like.
The risk of getting my face slapped again. How was the will reading?
As I explained to your father, no surprises.
Dad's been wondering why you had James Shepherd here in the first place.
You can be there when I tell him. I felt so sorry for him.